Hello, Berlin. Hello, Rose. I am so excited to be here. You want to get started, Rose? You are the hostess with the mostest.
Yes. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, world. Good morning, world, and welcome to the BYOB Morning Show. Yes, it is morning. It is what? Monday morning, and you all lost an hour of sleep. So I wonder who's still asleep. We are welcoming to the play. We're doing something a little different today. We are welcoming to the platform Mrs. Jennifer King, the Fire Your Boss extraordinaire herself. We have
Awesome.
Miss Berlin, the Rose of Audacity, here. But today, Jennifer, it's all about you and no more Mondays. What is that about?
Oh my God. Thank you for having me here this morning. It's been a while since I've been on this morning show. I have missed it, but No More Mondays is about building a profitable business so that you can what? Fire your boss. That is what we are wanting to do. I stopped having my Mondays almost 2 years ago, and it is now my mission for other people to have no more Mondays. I'm super excited to be here, guys. My name is Jennifer King. For those of you that don't know me, I am a quit coach, and you might be like, what in the world is a quit coach? A quit coach is someone that helps you build your business so that you can fire your boss. And for 2021, ladies, my campaign that I'm running on is The Great Escape. The Great Escape campaign is all about the money, the motivation, and the plan to escape your job. And did y'all know that there are 160 million American people? That's how I address people, as the American people. There are 160 million that work a job. And according to a Gallup poll, 85% hate their jobs. Now, hate is a strong word. That's not my word, though. That's their word. So here's what we got going on this Monday morning on the 15th of March. 85% of you guys got to go to work. 85% of you guys, 160 million of you guys have to go to work. 85% of you guys don't like your job. The time sprung forward yesterday, so you tired as hell this morning. You are tired. Y'all got a lot going on this morning. You got a lot going on this morning. So we are here to talk about how you can have no more Mondays. No more Mondays. And we want to start it. I want to start it off, and then I'm going to have Berlin introduce herself. And we're going to have some rich conversation this morning because none of us on the platform right now have to worry about Mondays. But I am going to be doing a Fire Your Boss boot camp. Y'all see that big pink slip kind of in the background? That's what it's all about. It's about you guys getting that pink slip, putting your boss's name in there, the effective date, and then all those lines. I don't want you to cite reasons why you're firing them. I want you to cite reasons why you want to live your best life by having no more Mondays. Reasons why you want to create generational wealth. You want to get rich. You'll never get rich at a job. You can't leave your kids at a job. So all your reasoning behind firing your boss is about you. We already know you don't like your boss. We already know you don't like your job. That's fine. We want to know what it is that you want to do. So guys, the boot camp is just $21. A little over $4 a day. It's going to be intense. We start at 6:45 p.m. CST on Wednesday. You can get registered by going to bit.ly/fireyyourboss2021. We're going to talk a little bit more about how we don't want any more Mondays, why we don't want to have Mondays, and what you're going to get out of the boot camp, because this is going to be the jump off. This is going to be the jump off. And in my campaign, the Great Escape, there are two candidates, and everybody gets a vote. So for everybody on the platform, on Facebook, I want to know who you vote for. These are the two candidates, your job and you. Who do you vote for? Go ahead, Berlin.
Good morning, Jen. And first of all, I'd like to congratulate you, girl. I am so excited for you. And you always set the path. You set the tone. And
Thank
I just
you.
want to say thank you and congratulations. I am really, really happy for you. And girl, you and your American people, you and your friend, your
What?
boss, you and the great escape.
The
And then when
greatest
you
thing.
sit down and say, who are you going to choose? We should choose me all the time
All the time.
because we're all the me we have.
That's it. Ain't nobody gonna vote for you if you don't vote for
If
yourself.
you don't vote for yourself, and we give, and we do, and we work our fingers like they say to the bone. And on your drive home, you're steadily depleting because you're tired.
You're
You
tired.
was fighting that emotional fight at work, working all hard. Now you got to come home and still be strong. No, girl, choose you every time. Every time.
Absolutely.
I can't wait to see you pull that pink slip from around the corner right there and break it down like you did the other day. Yes.
Got my
Choose you every time.
every time. 80
Every
every time. And I want you guys, and I thank you guys again for having me here to talk a little bit about, because I know you guys have had No More Mondays for a while. And No More Mondays is all about you not having to worry about getting up and going to a job. And your Monday really starts, real talk, on Sunday nights. All the American people that work a job on Sunday nights, you are shutting it down, or in the evening, you are shutting it down early. Your mind starts thinking about all the work you left at work. Your mind starts thinking about any issues you had on Friday. Your mind starts thinking about what you have to do on Monday. You start thinking about, getting your week started. So you really don't even get 2 days off, right? Because you're getting prepared for your Monday. And Mondays are hard. And today I know is especially hard. I can remember when I used to work a job, y'all, a lot of times on that first, see, this time when the time changed, I didn't even realize it until I turned the TV on, number one. And number two, I used to be so drained, and it would take me a good week and a half to get used to the time change. And I would make all kinds of excuses that first Monday as to why I didn't want to go to work. Now I don't have to worry about Mondays. I don't even realize when the time changes. And so that when Rose asked me for my title, I was like, let me do this today and really talk about this time change, because it's going to affect people all day today.
Okay.
All day. Now, towards the end of the day, you're going to be excited because it's time to get off. But what's going to happen is you're going to stay up too late tonight because it's going to be light outside. And then you're going to be tired again tomorrow. It's a vicious cycle. I say no more Mondays, right? So I want to invite you guys to get your ticket for the boot camp. And I have a lot of things going on in terms of specials, how you can get an affiliate fee for telling your friends about it. But it is all about you coming to the boot camp, getting a mindset shift, getting strategies to start building your community, because that's where it starts. It's going to start in your head. You've got to visualize what it's going to be like when you quit your job. I've been interviewing people all week, asking them to come on my platform and talk about how their life will change when they quit their job. It starts in your mind first. It starts in your mind first. So I want you ladies to talk about what it's like to no longer have Mondays. And for the American people out there that said they voted for them, are you going to cast your vote at bit.ly/fireyourboss2021? Because that's where you cast your vote for your vote to attend the boot camp. And I'm going to tell you guys something else. I know you got to go to work. You probably woke up late. I want you to go register now. I want you to minimize the screen and go register now, so that can be off your plate and out of the way. Because if you say, oh, I'm going to register later today, your day's going to come and go. Tomorrow's going to come and go, and you might forget. If you vote for you and it's between your job and you. And I've also had people say, well, what if you don't work a job? Can you come to the boot camp? I say, absolutely, you can. You can, because the boot camp is all about the bottom line revenue. We're going to start generating. We're going to shift our mindset that if you can work a job, you can work for you. What do you ladies think about that?
Well, I think this morning, I think some people still sleep.
Probably so.
Because that time change. Because I was noticing yesterday, a lot of people were posting about they didn't realize that the time was going to change. And they were really confused because some clocks in the house said it was this time. Another clock said it was an hour ahead. And they're like, what am I supposed to do? What time is it? Well, if you have no more Mondays, you don't worry about what time it is.
Mm-mm.
I haven't had any more Mondays in over a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, in over a year. You know, so when I woke up yesterday morning and the time did whatever it did, and I started feeling sluggish as the day went on, girl, I laid on there and took me a nap.
Mm-hmm.
So now this morning I feel I'm refreshed.
Ready to go.
Refreshed with nowhere to go.
Right. Right.
Y'all share the broadcast because you know sharing is caring. Share it with your friends. Share it with your family. Share it with a stranger. But share it with a hater too. Because I'm sure you got a hater or two, and you may not even know it.
That's right.
They are your haters are one, your motivators, but they also are your best advertisers because they always know what's going on with you. And you may bless them without, it doesn't cost you anything to bless them. You'll give them something that they can use for the rest of their life if they choose to take it.
Right. That's good. And you know, one of the things you said, Rose, is very, very that really stuck out to me is you said sharing is caring. I have to say this, and my story is all about one share of the broadcast. One share of the broadcast. Someone shared Coach's broadcast with me. I was living paycheck to paycheck. I had been on my job at that time 32 years. I ended up being there total 33 years. But it was that share of the broadcast and me listening to her talking about how you don't have to work a job. You can build a business. You just don't know what you're doing. And I was like, you're right, because we see this is what happens. We see all these people around us being successful, and then we go to start a business and we don't understand why we're not getting clients, why we're not getting sales. It's because you don't know what you're doing. And I say that coming from that space, and now in a space of having been coached, having created the same curriculum. Listen to me, folks. The same curriculum that got me off my job is the same curriculum I teach. In the boot camp, we're just going to accelerate it, work on your mindset, give you some beginning strategies, get you to commit to you. And I have to say this, I feel like 85% of the 160 million people who hate their job, that's not my word, should be at my boot camp. Because I feel like the Zoom room should be like overflowing because you go to work, and if they tell you guys, if you go to work today or when you make it there late, you're going to be late because you slept late. So you may be catching this on the replay. That's fine. Give us hashtag replay. Be sure you share it out. But if you go to work today and they have a new project for you, and you don't know how to do whatever it is they need you to do, they're going to send you to training. They're going to invest in somebody showing you how to do what to do so that you can do it correctly to the best of your ability. Catch this, to make them money. So why wouldn't you invest in you to get some training so you can build your business to the best of your ability so you can leave that job? Because they don't care nothing about you. Because if you got sick, or something happened to you, or if you had to move or whatever, I don't want to speak anything negative. If your spouse got a job somewhere else and you had to move and your job was vacant, they would replace you. No, not an issue. If profits were down and they couldn't pay you, they had to downsize, they had to risk people, They would bring you one of these. No problem. Why not you take one and give it to them? See, you're letting your job control you. They control your life. You can argue with me all day long, debate, whatever it is, but they control your life because you shut it down early yesterday to get prepared for today. Now the time changed. You're running this morning trying to get there for them. I ain't ran nowhere this morning but to go live with Rose to talk to you about the need to fire your boss. This is about you guys. This is about you. If you vote for you, my campaign I'm running on, for those of you guys that are just joining, my name is Jennifer King. My campaign is The Great Escape. Thank you for sharing, Linda. The Great Escape is all about the money, the motivation, and the plan to escape your job in 2021. There's 2 candidates. Everybody here is registered to vote. I want to know, who do you vote for? Do you vote for your job or do you vote for you? If you vote for you, you need to cast your vote at bit.ly/fire your boss 2021. It's going to be a 5-day boot camp. We kick it off on Wednesday. And I'm telling you, I need you to show up there like you show up at work. I need you to show up there and do your work. Because if I was your boss and told you to go do something, you do it. This is about your freedom. I want Verlin, because I know Verlin's been off her job the longest of all of us, to talk about how it feels to no longer have Mondays to deal with.
Jen, this year will be 11 years.
Wow.
11. Mondays used to be the hardest because you get off Friday, you travel, you come home. By the time you get home good at 6 o'clock, by the time you kick your shoes off, and you have Saturday to do things for you and family. Half of Sunday for worship, do you and family. And by 6 o'clock again, oh man, the Monday blues is kicking in. You have to get ready. The stress starts building because it's Monday and it just starts all over again. But I don't have that anymore. And that's a beautiful thing. And then the thing that really did it is when I was working, I was off during the week. I was off like Wednesday and Thursday. So Friday became my Monday.
Oh, wow.
And then it really got crazy. It really got crazy. But you know when it's time for you to do it. Because only you know when you fed up to here and above. Because you can only take so much. And anytime you're depleted from working for somebody else and you don't have enough you, it's time to.
That's true.
So as far as Monday blues are concerned, this morning I feel fabulous. I don't have to worry about getting up going to work. I wanted to come and support Jen.
I appreciate that.
It was something I wanted to do. Not, I wonder if I could get off to come, I wonder if this, that, and the third. Oh, no. I wanted to come and support Jen. So here I am. I didn't have to worry about the boss. I didn't have to worry about the co-workers and seeing and telling. I'm right here.
Right. I've even told some people, you don't have to, that I've interviewed, and then they're working on my badges. If you don't want to post your badge, that's fine. But I have a Fire Your Boss badge that hopefully they'll get those done today. But why do you really care? Let me tell you something. If you go on social media and say that I'm working going to a boot camp so that I can begin to build my business so that I can fire my boss, I wish somebody would terminate you for that, because I'm going to need you to go get you a good lawyer. Now, what have you done? This on your own time. But see, we get afraid. We get afraid to speak our voice. So I remember I told you they controlling your life. They control fear of them. Why are you scared of them? And I'm not saying be disrespectful to your job. I'm not saying any of that. I'm saying be respectful to you.
That's a good point, Jennifer.
Because you are disrespecting yourself when you give them all the power.
Exactly.
And especially when it's on your time. It's almost like you are so afraid to do anything that goes against the job You don't have, it's almost like they have your time 24 hours a day.
Exactly.
It's your time to do with what you want. You know, I ain't had to work. Now, if I was still working, I would be on here this morning supporting you, Jennifer. But now I would hear him come and look over my computer, see what I was doing. He'd see what I was doing. He wouldn't say anything. He would just turn around and go back in his office. Wouldn't say anything. Around midday today, he'd have some offhanded comment. Instead of, now, see, that's that passive aggressiveness.
Yep.
I'm sure some people on that job know that. I don't have anything to say then. Don't tell you that, oh, I don't want you to do that. But, oh, I see you doing your little thing. Your little business. Your little business, having something to say. So no, it's your time. Do what you want.
That's right. That's
time.
There was something you said, Verlin, that I want to point out. You talked about the stress coming on Sunday nights, getting ready for the Monday morning blues. I cannot remember the statistic, but there are more heart attacks on Monday mornings at 9 o'clock than at any other time. Guys, that is not good. That's not good at all. And I know you have to work to live. I understand it. But as part of the Great Escape campaign, who do you cast your vote for? We voted in the presidential election, right? Now you have an opportunity to vote for you or your job. And if you vote for you, then you need to get to the boot camp, and it's going to be amazing. And I don't just say that because I'm doing it. I say it because I know the stuff that I'm going to be teaching you is the very stuff that I did, the very mindset shift I had to have, the very things that I had to start doing now. It's not going to happen overnight, but and this is what I can guarantee. If you don't do anything to grow your business, however long you've been on your job, that's how long you're going to be there. So I want to ask the American people that are here, and then I'm going to tell you guys about some specials, some things that you can do in order to vote for you, get your ticket, and then get the affiliate fee. But for all the American people that are on here right now, whether you're here live or on the replay, comment in the chat how long you have worked a job. I'm not talking about the job you're on. I'm talking about from the time you were 15 to now. From the time you were 15 to now. For me, that would be 35 years. 35 years. I worked at one job for 33. 33 years. Rose says 40 years. Y'all, come on now.
I started working when I was 15. I stopped working at 55. That's 40 years.
40 years.
And the time gets away from you because you don't look at it like it's dominating your whole life. One, because society has programmed us that that's what you do. You
right.
You go to school, you graduate, you go to college, you rack up a lot of debt.
Girl, I call it a check the box lifestyle.
Absolutely. And then you work the rest of that time. Now, you may not work in the field you went to school for, but you work. And a lot of people, I think, well, if I didn't work, what would I do? Well, we're not saying that we don't work. Yeah, we're retired. We fired our bosses. We're not saying that we don't work. We just don't work traditionally. We work at what makes us happy. The dream that we had down in us, all those years that we were working, the things that we wanted to try, but couldn't and didn't have the time because somebody else was dictating our time. Those are the things we do now. And you'd be surprised at how much time, how much money you save and can invest in your dream when you're not working.
That's good. That's good. And that's one of the things that I teach people is you've got to slow down before you speed up. So Linda says, same as my BFF Rose Fauntleroy, 20 years. That's a long time, y'all. And listen to me. Lean in, American people, lean in. You will work many more years many more years if you don't do something. So if you vote for you need to get to the boot camp, because I'm going in. I'm going to be the drill sergeant. I'm going to be the drill sergeant. And I'm telling you, I am going to lean in because I know what it's like. I wrote a book called 33 Years a Slave, Removing Chains from Life, Love, and Business. And it talks about the 33 chains that kept me bound to that damn job. That will be you. Many of you guys have already worked multiple decades. What is your plan? And I'm going to tell you guys something. If you work a business on the side, why? Either because they're not paying you enough, you don't like what you're doing, or you're trying your best to do something to get out of there, but you've not been able to do it. I'm here to tell you, you can do it. You just need help. It's not easy. And if you could have done it, you would have done it by now. And so I want you to think about, why is it other people do it and I can't? I'm going to tell you how I was able to do it. I got some help, because you don't even know what you don't know. You don't even realize all the things that you're doing incorrectly. And I'm going to point those things out in the boot camp. I'm going to pinpoint to you exactly why you're not generating the level of revenue you need to quit your job. So I always give this example. Say you make 80 grand a year, and you may say, I got to make 80 grand or more to quit my job. I say, no, you don't. You don't need $80,000. You need money, but you don't need $80,000. See, I teach you that you got to slow down to speed up. We're going to scrub that budget. It costs you money to go to work, y'all. It costs you money to go to work.
Come on, Jennifer.
You're just not looking at it that way. Between your car, your gas, your tires, your food, your clothes, the childcare for the kids, all of these things add up. When you're at home, I want to ask you guys, if you transition to home, working from home in the midst of COVID, did you not save some money? You saved some money, right? So why not? And many of you guys may have to go back pretty soon. We can work on your mindset so that you can get in the process of being able to fire your boss. As part of this campaign, The Great Escape, it's all about the money, the motivation, and the plan to escape your job. I ask you guys again, for those of you guys that are just joining, who do you vote for? Do you vote for your job or for you? If you vote for you, I need you to go to bit.ly/fireyyourboss2021. And I'm going to point a couple of more things out, and then we're going to get ready to get out of here. The boot camp is $21, a little over $4 a day. Let me point something out to you guys that are business owners. And this is something I'm going to teach more in the boot camp. This is one of the reasons why you're not building a business that's profitable, is you need to understand, if you're reluctant to go get a ticket, if you say, I vote for me, and you're reluctant to go get a ticket, I'm not mad. I'm not being salty. I'm not trying to shame anybody. The point I want to make is, if you don't go buy a ticket today for you, think about why you're not buying that ticket. And I'm okay. You're like, I don't know you. This is the first time I've seen you. Who are you? I don't know nothing about you. And then you won't buy the ticket, and that's fine. But what I need you to understand is, let's flip the script. When you're out there live, when you're posting stuff and you expect people to buy it, they don't, for the same reason you may not get your ticket. And I say that because I'm going to teach you in the boot camp how to overcome that. So again, I'm not saying it to shame you. I want you to flip the script. You're now me talking about the boot camp to your community, and they're not buying, and you're getting frustrated and you don't understand why. It's the same reason why you won't go get a ticket. They don't know, like, and trust you. I'm going to teach you how to overcome that. That's key. That's what holds a lot of people back. That's what held me back. And if you don't overcome that and learn the things that you need to do to be social on social media, there's a lot of 6, 7, 8-figure earners on social media. Do you ever wonder why you're not one? I'm going to pause and let that sink in. Do you ever wonder why you're not one? Could it be that you don't know what you're doing? Could it be that you need some help? Could it be that if you just got us some help to understand the psychology stuff, that you could fire your boss? I'm telling you, you can, because that was me. See, guys, when you're looking for somebody to help you, or when you're stuck, I need you to look for somebody that's been where you are. Listen to me. That's been where you are and is where you want to be. And I say I've been where you are because I worked the job for 33 years, living paycheck to paycheck, thinking that was all there was for me. I have all these degrees. I had different positions. I had the wrong money mindset, right? All of that has shifted. All of that is shifted. And I make more money now than I ever did. And I don't say that to brag. I say that to say the mindset has shifted. I no longer, there you go, Verlin Wise Counsel. I no longer go to spend money on stuff that I think is going to make me feel better. See, a lot of times we get into financial difficulties because we're buying stuff thinking it's going to make us feel better, but it makes you feel worse because then you don't have money to pay your bills. Right? And then we stay in the side. Oh, well, let me work some overtime. Let me go get a part-time job. How about let me go get some help to build my business so I can fire my boss? What do y'all think about that?
I think you're right on point. I think you've hit on several points. You spend to make yourself feel better. Mm-hmm. You might even spend over the weekend because you don't want to go to work on Monday morning, but you haven't taken the time to learn the process and the steps to fire your boss. Verlin, what you think?
You're absolutely right. Because of the stress that's already pending for Monday, you got over here on Friday when you leaving. I'm going to go buy me something nice to make me feel better. I'm going to go buy the shoes. I'm going to buy the bag. I'm going to just splurge and take everybody out. I'm big. And then Monday, the job's still there. The stress is there, and you're broke.
And you're broke. There you go.
That emotional spending thing for what's pending next week on Monday.
Right. And then you show up at work on Monday with your shoes, your bag, or your new thing parading through the office.
Right.
At work.
And mad because you're there.
Right. And you're building somebody else's dream. You're making them rich. I've heard story over story about when COVID hit and things shut down and people transitioned to working from home, how some of their CEOs would be somewhere in a lavish place, at a vacation home or whatever, and then they're, you're stuck at home with poor equipment because they didn't equip us. You're using your internet for the job. How many people did that? Did they reimburse y'all for that internet, or did they just say get a computer and come do your job from home? I ain't heard of nobody. I could be wrong. I ain't heard of nobody getting no stipend for no internet in the midst of COVID.
No, not just internet, no electricity too, because you using extra electricity, you using extra water, you using extra everything because, not to mention you cooking extra food, you doing all of that, but you still at home, but you still being monitored. Like you in school, you still got a hall monitor watching you to make sure you jiggling that mouse every so often to show that you're working.
Right. As a matter of fact, they can monitor you more at home than they ever could at the job. There's
no reimbursement.
No reimbursement. And so, guys, all of this, we put up with this. We put up with this treatment. And this is something else that would happen to me. I used to be flattered if my boss left and went to Puerto Rico and left me in charge. I'd be like, oh, I'm in charge. I don't listen. What the hell? That was more work for me because now I'm doing their job and mine while they in Puerto Rico. And I can't even go to the local beach here in Texas where I could drive because I didn't have the money. More stress. Right? Mm-hmm. Something and you trying to get in touch with them to ask a question. You having to make some decisions. And I don't have a problem with that. But I used to be flattered that they would leave me in charge. Be flattered that you can run your own business. Be flattered that same stuff you do at your job, you can do for yourself. We're just afraid. I don't want you to be afraid anymore. This is the great escape campaign. The money, the motivation, and the plan. I'm not just having you come to the boot camp just to get in front of you and talk. I'm having you come so we can work on some stuff and start a plan. But you know what? I can't drag you to the boot camp. I can't. I can't drag you to the boot camp because you know what? And when I wrote my book, 33 Years a Slave, it wasn't until I hit send and sent it to the publisher, I was still working, that I even realized I was a slave. If you work a job, you're a slave. You're on a plantation sharecropping for somebody else. I'm sorry. If you
are Jennifer, come on.
You are sharecropping for somebody else. My hashtag is hashtag get off the plantation. Put it in the comments. Those of you guys that have been working 34 years, 40 years, 22 years, you're at a plantation sharecropping for somebody else. Sharecropping means you're working their land. Mm-hmm. That means whatever it is, whether it's a governmental entity, a private corporation, you're working their land. Right now, we're at home working our land. Right? I want everybody on here to be sure you follow me. And if you're even on the replay, because later on today, this is what I'm gonna do for y'all, because you're not getting it. You're not getting it. I'm gonna broadcast out my nap later on today.
You gonna do another live nap, Jennifer?
I'm gonna do a live nap so I can show you. Cause see, when we get done here, I gotta go do some photos. Then I'm going to my Aquafit class that I go to every Monday, and that's something else. I've lost a lot of weight since I've been off my job because I used to stress eat. I don't have no stress no more, other than trying to tell you a slave. That's the only stress I have, is to get you to understand that you are a slave. Once you understand that, you may not even get help from me, but I say go get some help. Go get some help. Coaches here, Rose, go get some help. Right? When I wrote my book, 33 Years a Slave, when I hit send to send it to the publisher, I was like, dang, I am a slave. Slave no more. Slave no more. Good morning, Coach.
Good morning.
Hey, man, that daylight savings time wore me out. Can y'all hear me okay?
We can. It wore us out too.
Man, the only good thing about that was I didn't have to fight my way through traffic an hour late. Cause I literally woke up an hour to the minute late. So it would normally be 6:15. I got up at 7:15 scrambling.
That's unheard of.
I said, OMG, if I had to go to a job today, I would lose my mind.
Right.
And I think, and I want to come back with you later today, Jennifer, to talk about this. Maybe we'll come back at noon. But I think people underestimate how much support and help it really takes to come off your job. Mm-hmm. And they make the bad mistake of quitting their job before they have things in order. Mm-hmm. You know, you got to start looking at your job like an angel investor. Every time you get paid, you need to invest in a little piece of coaching. You need to invest in a little piece of technology. You need to invest in a little bit of building a little piece of team. And then you're ready when you got revenue coming in. If you just quit your job now, and I hear it all the time. Oh, I was tired, so I quit my job. And did what? Because you haven't built your business yet. The best you can do is go on underemployment. And then you're going to look up and your bills ain't going to be paid. You're going to be right back at a job. So there is a right way to quit your job, but you don't just bomb out.
That's true. That's true. And I was talking earlier, Coach, about how it was one share of the broadcast that where I came across you, started coaching, and we worked 8 months on a business and a plan. Because see, Coach had to work with me on a plan. You can't just build a bit. It started here. So I really quit 8 months before I turned in my resignation. And Coach taught me exactly what I needed to do to invest in me. So I ask you guys, for all of you guys that said I vote for me, it starts right now. It starts right now. Go to that link, bit.ly/fireyyourboss2021. Let's start. You got to get in the mindset shift. You got to understand the things that are going to need to happen in order for you to get off that job.
And the number one thing is you got to start investing in you.
True story.
You can't do things you've never done without help. I don't know why we think, oh, I've never quit my job. I've worked at my job 15 years, not the same job, but you've worked. You've been an employee 10 years, 15 years, 30 years. And now all of a sudden you think you're gonna go from employee to entrepreneur overnight, and it just doesn't work like that. I'm gonna tell you, to be honest, if you still working a job, your first step before you even come to me to make 7 figures needs to be at Jennifer, because you're not ready to make 7. You don't go from a job to 7 figures. There is a transitional point. There's a point where you have to transition, because right now you don't even have the mindset to make 7 figures. You still waiting on a check every Friday.
Ooh, that's true. That's true.
I'm just being, I'm not trying to hurt nobody's feelings, because, if you try to come over here straight to me, I'm gonna charge you a from scratch fee. Because anybody I gotta help build from scratch, trust and believe, that's a heavy lift.
Absolutely.
So you may want to go somewhere and get a little piece of something on paper and get something started before you come over here and make that transition. But it takes more to it than just, I wish I could quit. I wish I could quit. Am I quit yet? I wish I could quit. I'm still here. Oh, damn. I wish I could quit. It takes more to it than that.
That's true.
Everybody on this panel will tell you, baby, from the virtual sales genie on, if you could just rub a lamp and quit your job, you think you'd be the only one? It'd be some lamp rubbing, son of a gun. People have blisters on their hands from rubbing lamps. Hello? Baby, I'd be rubbing lamps and every little thing else I thought could get me off the job. Baby, I'd be a rubber. I'd be rubbing bottles of olive oil, holy water, anything I thought could get me off the job. But the only thing that gets you off is your mindset and doing the work.
Doing the work. And
plan.
I talk about it's not easy, but it's so worth it.
It's not easy. And if anybody thinks, there's this magic bullet for quitting your job, I got some land in Florida. I can tell you.
Beachfront land.
Little piece of old swamp land. Little piece of gator territory. You get there, ain't gonna be nothing but swamps and gators. But yeah, you have to understand, and people think it's the technology, and y'all running around here chasing all this technology, trying to build funnels. Baby, this ain't a funnel cake. This is a doggone business. And if you need to get off your job, funnels are not gonna help you. Y'all building funnels and they ain't got no clients.
True story.
You building a funnel for that one damn client to pay you $20 a month. Stop it. Stop.
That's true. That's true.
So before the technology, before the automation, I'm hearing all these people talking about, I want to make money in my sleep. Girl, you got to make money while you work first. There's no, I'm just going to make money in my sleep. You got to have something to automate. You can't just automate automation. That's like selling money. Some things just don't make sense.
Right. I'm so super excited, Coach. I was talking about how passionate I am about this, because I know it can be done because I did it. This isn't something I read in a book that I'm coming out here to show you how to do. This is something that I actually was able to do, not by myself. I could not have done this by myself. I had to get help. And that's where people miss the mark. I remember my first conversation I had with you, Coach. I was talking about, I'm in 5 MLMs and I do this, that, and the other, and I work a job. And you said, sis.
Babe, I talk to them every day. When I have discovery calls and I get on the phone and they say, well, I said, girl, I'm finna lay in the floor. Go on, give it to me. Go lay out right now. And then trust to throw a nonprofit on top of that. Girl, stop it. Girl.
On top of the job.
And then girl, be proud of all them streams they got that ain't doing nothing but trickling. So then when I ask them the real question, and the real question is, you got all these businesses, how much money are all these businesses making you? And when they come up and say they ain't making a crime dime, or one lady said, oh, I'm making $1,000. I said, a week, girl, that's good. She said, last year, girl, I tried to slide my phone across the room. Apple gonna get tired of sending boxes here. I said, for the year? She said, because when she said it, she had her chest stuck out. And I said, girl, for the year? She said, yeah. I said, girl, you can't quit no job on that.
No. We working on $1,000 every day, every couple of hours.
You better be.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that part. I just wanted to let these people know, if you don't have your ticket already for March 17th to the 21st, what are you waiting for? We're flushing out the agenda today. It's going to be a bomb. It's going to be the event of the year. And so I need a favor. I know all of y'all got at least 5 girlfriends that hate their funky job. If you got at least 5 girlfriends that hate their funky job, put me in the chat. Now, I'm going to challenge you to bring your girlfriends to this event. I'm going to challenge you. And we're going to have a special prize for the person that brings the most people. Now, you can't bring one person and expect a prize. I'm going to tell you some choice words.
I already got one
But
person.
For the person,
she sold 3 tickets to her friend. So she in the head.
Okay, well, who can top? Who can T.ly/fire your boss 2021? You can't keep thinking about it. You got to be about it. So we'll be back later today to talk some more. I'm gonna dip real quick, but I just came to tell y'all better get y'all tickets before I convince Jennifer to increase the price.
Thank you, Coach. Are you still frozen, Rose? Mine was acting freezing up a little bit while we were going. Are you there, Rose? I think she's frozen. I can't hear you.
If I unmute my mic,
Girl,
I'm back.
Okay, cool. I want to thank you ladies for having me this morning. I'm looking forward to coming tomorrow. It's going to be amazing. Guys, if you haven't gotten your ticket, go ahead and get it. Coach has made a challenge for you to bring. She said, comment in the chat if you got 5 girlfriends. She said, this is her words, that hate their funky job. And you get on the phone with them and have them invest $21 in this boot camp. bit.ly/fireyourboss2021. We're going to be back tomorrow. I'm going to be in your face and until you understand this is for you. I'm going to be the drill sergeant that comes on Wednesday and we going in. Y'all, I got to tell you, we starting at 6:45 because we're going to have a dance party first. We're going to have a dance party first. And then we going in at 7 o'clock. Actually, we're going to start with some pre-boot camp activities this evening. The team is going to load some pre-boot camp activities this evening into the group for you guys to get started. So be sure you grab your ticket, bit.ly/fireyourboss2021. It's been amazing. Ladies, tell the American people goodbye, and I'm going to see you guys tonight in class. But do you have any parting words for the American people, the 160 American people who work a job, and of that 160, the 85% of you guys that hate your job, do you have any parting words for them?
Do something for you. Make this all about you.
That's good. That's good.
And that's what I was going to say too. Do it for you. And even if you're not sure, sow that seed in you, that $21, and bring someone else. Share it. Because we can't live here alone. We can't do anything alone. We need somebody. So you can bring your girlfriends or your boyfriends or anybody that you know that's interested and need to quit their job for their betterment.
This is about giving your boss this pink slip. And you not getting one because you never know when they might darken your door.
You're right. It's better to give him the pink slip than you drinking that pink drink because you got stomach issues. Because you got to go to work tomorrow or Monday morning.
That's good.
That's good.
Think about it. That $21.
Or they send you a pink slip in the mail, or they give it to you Friday at 4 o'clock when you leave.
Yeah, after you done worked all day, right? After you done worked all day, then they give it.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Linda. Thank you, everybody that's joined us. Guys, go grab your ticket, bit.ly/fireyyourboss2021 as part of the Great Escape campaign, which is about the money, the motivation, and the plan to escape your job. We want to know who you vote for. Are you voting for your job, or if you're voting for you? If you vote for you, go grab your ticket, $21. It's going to be amazing. You guys have a great day, and we'll see you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. I can't hit the button.
Uh-oh.
I'm locked.
You locked?
I'm frozen. It'll come back.
Okay, we'll give it a second to come back. So, this is what happens. When you live, you have technical difficulties, so you just roll with the punches. You roll with the punches. And that's another thing. And let me know when you get unstuck and you're about to cut it. A lot of times people, especially in the midst of COVID, they be like, I don't want to go live. I don't like social media. Well, I'm sorry, you're not going to build no business. You're not. If you're not willing to get out there in front of people virtually or in person, where are you going to get your clients from? Just tell me, because you might know of a source that I don't know of. But you know what? If your job told you to go live.
Oh, you jump on that thing so quick?
So quick.
You would jump on that so quick. And okay, thank you all for joining us this morning. We will be back later. Jennifer will be back later today, most likely, because get your ticket. She'll be back talking about her boot camp at bit.ly/fireyyourboss2021. Because the first step is to get the information. And then the next step is to act on it. But you can't act on it if you don't get it.
That's right.
See y'all later.
All righty.